That system is going to get diversified and have stuff added to it fairly early on in the program.
Here's an interesting question that that we haven't been asked yet, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on. Is will we be using any kind of Steam trading system at all whatsoever? Will players be able to trade amongst each other?
So we want that to happen.
Yeah.
We are looking into exactly how we do that without. All right. So our biggest concern is that whenever you do something like that, you've got to be worried about security and can somebody come in and ruin your game
and take all your crap.
And also, are you encouraging people to do things like trade inside the game and bring the entire game to a halt? Like if you're playing a game like look at the pace of this game and try to imagine one or two guys sitting there trying to arrange a trade in game. So we don't want that to happen for sure. So we got to think through, how do we allow trading, because we definitely want to allow that. How do we allow trading without having ruin kind of the game economy or having hackers or whatever come in and ruin the game? Because honestly, if there's a piece of equipment that some guy has earned by playing this game or is paid for or whatever,
yeah.
If somebody can come in and just have that in the match, that completely sucks. And that's the thing we're most worried about, is making sure that people who've earned it feel like it's protected and it's a real thing, as opposed to just something that anybody can get if they just like hack the game. So trading, we absolutely want to do that. We want to support the Steam Workshop, but we got to make sure that it's secure. And again, that stuff is coming after we get this game that you're watching right now up and rolling, so that everybody can play with us.
Yeah. We had a couple of questions on the leveling mode, the leveling system.
Yeah, okay.
And what exactly that does for you when you level up.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you level up, okay, so leveling up basically does two things. One is it's just sort of it's a nice ongoing way of showing how long you've been in the game and kind of how much cred you've got within the game. So like if you get into a game and some guy's level 78, you know that he's been around a while. So that's cool. But in terms of functionally, what does it do for you? As you level up, every time you gain a level, we're going to give you a new thing, new item from out of one of our toy boxes. And the higher your level is, the kind of better. It's not better. It's really not. It's rarer, is what it is. Rarer toy boxes we're going to pull from. And the reason I corrected myself there is because in a lot of RPGs, you get to level 78, and the weapon you've got, the sword you've got, or whatever you've got is like 3, 4, 5, 10 times better than what you had when you were at level 1. This is not a game like that. Your equipment at level 1, we're going to give you an assortment of common items. We're going to give you an assortment of some weird stuff so that you can start making weapons that are unique to you. That weapon will be just as good functionally as a weapon of a 78th level guy. The difference between you is that the 78th level guy's got more options, he's got more choices, he's got more pieces to choose from. So he's probably been able to fine-tune things like the recoil and exactly how the weapon behaves, whereas you've got more limited options. But on the level 78 guy, when he gains level 79, we're going to give him a rare item from out of the rare box. And that might be a cosmetic item that nobody else has seen before. It might be something functional that he doesn't have yet. So leveling up is basically how you get new toys. If you don't want to pay for this game, if you just want to earn your way through everything, leveling up is how you earn all the pieces.
Yeah, another question that we're also getting, Mark, is this one particular from Steven Strom on Twitter, is the minimum requirements for PC. He signed up for the beta, but he's not sure his computer can handle it. It's kind of bad. So obviously we get a lot of questions asking about the specs.
Right.
And
we have no tech guys in the room right now. I really don't know. Here's what I do know. I know that the guys are talking about sending out a questionnaire to everybody who signed up on the beta, asking about what your machine specs are. And I know in some cases Steam has already collected that information.
Yes.
So we're about to ask a lot of the beta sign-up people to give us information about their machines so that we know what we should be aiming for.
I know we're DirectX 9. I know for a fact that my computer is 4 years old and it can run it.
The phone just rang, so we'll see if it's a programmer who's calling up to tell us the answer. So a lot of guys here in the studio, either while they're working or kind of on the side here during their break, are watching this stream. So
yeah.
we've been getting people kind of sticking their heads in and saying, "Did we get an answer to the question?"
What's
nope.
that?
Okay.
No. Okay. We are pretty much coming to an end, guys. It's almost 3 o'clock here, but we do appreciate everybody coming on to watch Loadout in
and for all the
action.
good questions too. That was nice not having to remember to talk about every part of the game,
nice.
like people asking good questions.
Yeah, once again, in order to get access to the beta, please go to www.loadout.com, sign up for the beta there. You can continue to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, as well as YouTube. We're pretty much Loadout in all of those. So we really appreciate everyone coming in to watch. This is Ty.
This is Mark.
This is Mark.
KL was at the controls.
And we'll show you Kindle here real quick.
And of course, a whole team full of guys who worked real hard to make this thing possible, to make this game possible, and are continuing to work real hard in order to get this to people as quick as they can.
Yeah, and we were working super fast, and we really, really cannot wait for you guys to play.
Because really, when it comes down to it, the people you're watching right now are not the people who did all the hard work to make the game work.
No, not at all.
We'd show you all of them if we can, but
I don't even know why they pay me. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.